Hello and welcome back to the channel for another video. In this video I'm going to be reacting to / analysing the second to last episode of the hiimmarymary series, and I have reviewed or analysed every other video in the series to date. This one itself is 5 months old, but there'll be a link in the description to this episode and also my hiimmarymary playlist, which you may be watching this from, depending on how soon after you watch this. If you do go in to enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe down there. But let's get right into the video. I know this video starts off with silence. I'm just gonna... Okay. My audio should be good. Been a few days since I've seen this. I know that might sound strange, but this isn't my first reaction. I recorded an entire reaction and it wasn't usable, unfortunately, so here we are. Been a few days, go watch it again. Might pick up stuff the second time around, which will be better for the analysis part of the video. Mary is, I think, shaking. Each time I've seen her, I think that she's shaking, but I actually don't know if she is. Maybe she's just breathing. She has a collection of knives. And how many are there? There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 15. And so she's grabbing the third one. And shouldn't decide on that. Okay, not that one either. I don't know what the difference between that one and the second most recent from that was. We still don't have sound. She's opening the door. She's a bit out of focus, still by the door. I don't know if that's the door that leads to the attic or not. Yeah. There's her Twitter, using an HTML edit trick to show that there's no one following or anything. I finally have sound for the video.
Hey.
Mary. We have the veiled lady.
Spoken in months. It's nice to hear you. I missed hearing you.
I can't do this anymore.
I don't know if the talking for months thing is in reference to the previous video, last 8 months, or if it was between that video and the upload date for this. I don't know. But yeah, they haven't spoken for a while. I mean, I haven't made a video about this for over a year, so.
What?
I don't want to keep doing this. I don't have anything left. I'm begging you.
So
just kill me.
Seemingly giving
Please
up.
don't laugh at me. Please don't.
She wants to die.
No!
What?
I can't do that for you, Mary. I don't have the power.
No.
It's not what I'm here for.
No, 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 no.
But you can.
I think that Mary is a bit of the frame of mind that she wants to escape, but she doesn't want to be the one to do it, that she can't bring herself to do it, so she wants the veiled lady to do it in this case.
Only you can make this end.
I have to do it?
Yes.
Can you help me?
Of course.
Okay, so the veiled lady can actually help. So that's something. I will say that this is part of like the thumbnail for the actual video, and I was very much contemplating cutting this out of the video, and it's
For sure.
that's why there's a trigger warning at the start of this video.
The pain will stop with this.
Sorry, I was kind of talking through that, but the veil lady is saying that the pain will end if she, in this case, hurts herself. Yeah. Let's keep watching. Kind of interesting.
I'm just scared.
Because you're a coward. You've been a coward all your life. Now you have a chance to finally do something about it.
So Mary's scared, which totally reasonable. What I was saying was interesting was the two characters on the screen. I don't know if Mary herself plays the Veil Lady, but if she does, then it's a nice cinematography trick that can be achieved kind of easily-ish to some extent. You just keep the camera in the same place and then go to an editing software and you just kind of cut it down the middle or on an angle. Yeah. I'm not sure about the whole acting and who does what, but yeah. Anyway, back into the video.
I just want this to be over.
So, yeah, Mary just contemplates a bit more, and I'm actually going to skip past this because, as I said, I wasn't sure about showing it, so I'm just going to skip past it because she does put it to her neck. But this is where we will resume. The bit that I think we may have missed in there was that the Veil Lady, I think, says that they don't care or something along the lines of that, and the reason why I'm saying that is because in a minute that becomes kind of important. I don't know if that, I know the noise was a computer, but I don't know if it was like Twitter notifications, because the only thing we've seen from Mary in this video on the computer is Twitter, so I don't know, I don't recall Twitter notifications sounding like that, although I'm not sure I've ever had sound on for Twitter notifications. I don't even know sound on for Twitter notifications really exists. But yeah.
You lied to me. Everything you said, it's all been a lie.
I do say that the Veil Lady represents self-doubt or self-hate, and I think that this video is definitely a good indication of that. I will say though that the sound and the audio levels for this video are a bit all over the place. I know that can be difficult, especially like Mary there was recording at the computer and then goes and picks up the camera and brings it to like a first person view. and obviously the sound levels are going to be different because you're further away to closer, but that made the first reaction a bit difficult, but I hope that I've sorted it this time.
Why didn't you tell me they exist, huh? Were you keeping them from me? Anything? Anything to say? Was it all a fucking trick? So you could sneak in and hurt me when I was terrified I've lost all my friends? So you could just keep tearing me down? And throw me down the stairs? You broke my hand! And minutes ago, you made a mistake. You said that they wouldn't miss me. And I called you on that. And you tried to backtrack.
See?
You can't even keep your story straight.
That's what I was referring to.
And you keep contradicting yourself. One minute you're like, Mary, they're all annoyed at you. They don't want to hear from you. And the next minute, Mary, you don't talk to them enough. You just run out to the garden. What the hell? Why are you doing that, huh? You want to explain? Just tell me why. Did you just back up?
So the veil lady seems to be scared of Mary. That's what's happening here. Sorry if it's a bit annoying that I already kind of know what happened, and that's kind of a bit non-genuine, if that's the word, to a reaction, but I'm not citing this as my first reaction because it's not, and as it's an analysis, I think that's kind of important in a way that I've already seen it. I still want to share it with you and share my thoughts as we go along, and that's the point. I don't think there's a glitch text like there has been in previous episodes. Unless I missed something. Yeah. Tamara's going around and looking for the veil lady.
Where are you?
Just gotta...
Oh no.
So now she's in the garden, and this is an interesting part of the video. I'm interested to know if that's like the same door, because I know that in a previous episode, Mary also went through a door to the garden. But yeah, basically Mary goes and explores a bit, and she comes across a... Just scroll through till we find it. I think it's called the darkness, this thing.
Whoa,
That thing.
Shit.
The audio levels are even different out here. So Mary's chasing the darkness. I call it like the black spot because it reminds me of the black spot in like the Doctor Who episode on Pirate Ship. You've seen Doctor Who? Might know what I'm talking about. You see what I mean by the audio? It's really quiet here, so I'll try not to talk as much so you can actually hear it.
I don't understand. You're in the house like the other ones.
So it's escaped the house.
Look, answer me. You were in the house like the other ones. How the fuck did you get in here? You were here before. You were in that bridge. In that tunnel. What do you want?
I'll say that I probably should have seen or watched some more Hiimmarymary on previous episodes before I watched this, because I don't remember the bridge thing. But basically, Mary decides to quiz the darkness on some things, and then it disappears, and she keeps chasing it and chasing it and chasing it. And then, so it goes for a while. As I said, there'll be a link in the description to the full video so you can watch it uninterrupted. I just kind of want to shorten this, otherwise it'll be like an hour long. And there are bits that can be skipped, so let me do that. I think we'll go about here. You've already seen some of it because I scrolled forward a bit, but we'll work up to that.
Not just on my arm, but along with me. You left something behind. A part of you.
Then we're missing context, but
Festering. Growing like a mold or something all over me. And it makes me scared and freaked out and angry. And the more I try to suppress it, to push it down, the worse it gets. And then it all comes up at once. And I lose it.
because of the context, I am not sure what she's talking about, so that just makes the video even better, doesn't it? Basically, I recorded an entire reaction to this, and then I'm like, that didn't work. Like, it was unuploadable. Basically, the audio levels weren't right. So when I was talking while it was on, you couldn't actually hear me talk. But I sorted it now, and then I decided that I would kind of write it, or I'd write a script, an analysis script, and then I realized that I had to like get like 36 minutes of footage down to like 6 minutes and just chop it so much, and I just couldn't be bothered, so I decided that I'd do this instead.
Either just shut down or do something stupid. I think that's what happened that night, isn't it?
Oh, okay, so that's the context. The bit that the darkness left behind is on her
Things
hand.
happen when I lose it, huh? You didn't have to answer that. Jesus, fuck. Why are we mean?
Also, her saying she didn't, the darkness didn't have to answer that is to do with her earlier in the episode saying that like one's yes and two's no, and three is yes and no. So that's the context. Like yes, surges in energy or something like that.
But as that's been growing, so has this nagging feeling that all of this is very wrong. That it isn't normal. And I've been trying to ignore it and pretend like everything's fine, but I can't anymore. And now I don't even want to pretend. This sucks. And she's a fucking liar. There are people out there who care about me and want me to be okay, even when I try to push them away.
It's referring to the audience, I believe.
And I need help. I didn't want to say it, but I need help.
Mary needs help.
I can't do this by myself. No matter how stubborn I am about it. Something is wrong. And I need help. And I think you might be able to help. You got in here after all.
You're asking darkness for help.
So it can't be all that bad.
Hmm.
Never mind. No, fuck it. I'm gonna ask you one more question.
Okay, so she has one more question for the darkness.
It's another yes or no, don't worry.
protects her from darkness.
Fuck you too. Find some other way. I'll do this shit myself.
So here we get a little bit of a recap, a little light flashing before her eyes moment.
No.
And moments when the darkness was like kind of in the series. I mean, not always, but you can see the darkness kind of appearing on the walls in a few shots. This is really taking a moment. Don't know what the circle represents.
Mary, I'm right here. We're all here for you, Mary.
This narrator confuses me.
We've got you.
I don't know if they've appeared before or not.
Focus on my voice. You need to slow down your breathing.
No voice of reason.
You can do it. We won't let it overtake you, I promise. You've got us now.
I don't know if she's trapped in a web or what.
Out.
I feel like the darkness trapped her. That's what it looked like to me.
That's right. Good work, Mary. I'm gonna pull you out now. I've got you. We've got you.
Pull her out of what though?
I'm back in the garden.
So now we're in a more
Am I
familiar
okay
setting.
now?
It's like third person.
Thank you for helping me out of that.
It wasn't just me. I had a lot of help.
This bit also confuses me quite a bit because it must be talking telepathically or replaying memories. Because as you'll see, Mary talks, but there's no like movement of the mouth or whatever from this section.
So I can hear you now and see them. You all broke through.
You broke through. We just helped. We don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to explain it as much as I can.
Being Mary words of encouragement.
You have a lot more power over this world than you know. You created it, Mary, albeit without realizing.
So Mary created this world.
You can shape it and change it to suit your needs, even destroy it if you want to.
According to the narrator.
For a while, I wasn't sure of the plan, but after what just happened, I think I can guide you through it.
Wait, you're not gonna help me?
I don't know if they are a narrator, that's just what I call them. I think that they're meant to like represent the Twitter followers and the YouTube comment section trying to help Mary escape, you know? I think that's kind of what they are. They're meant to be like you and me, kind of watching this, trying to help Mary.
I can't. This has to be done by you. I and anyone else can only provide guidance.
But they do also say
Okay.
they can't
Tell me what
help
I need to
Mary.
do.
That entity you touched, with crawling darkness. It's tied to your more turbulent emotions.
The one that was whispered?
Correct. I can't quite pinpoint its motivations, but I've come to understand that it holds a significant amount of power, even more than me. You described it yourself. It gets
Alright,
inside
let's just
you
check in the
and
audio
grows,
levels.
building every time you ignore it, and becoming things out in these destructive ways you can't control, yes? It overtook you the day you arrived on that one October night. And today. This time, with a little help, you fought it and won. Right now, you have control over it.
Okay, but how is that gonna help me leave the house?
That power is still built up inside you. You've just pushed it back down temporarily.
So, by the sounds of it, Mary needs to use her power to escape the house, although by the sounds of it, she doesn't think she can. So, she kind of feels trapped, and maybe that's kind of some symbolism for the whole being trapped in the house thing, because she doesn't feel powerful enough to leave, I suppose. But we'll see what happens.
We're gonna need a lot of energy to open the door, and now that you have control over the darkness, I think you can redirect its power in a kind
I
of...
still don't understand.
Like a bomb?
Exactly.
I still don't understand the
How do
whole
I make it do that?
As little as you do.
in the field thing.
We've never done this before, but I know you can do it.
More words of encouragement for Mary.
You have the power here. Now take the darkness and make it your own. Good luck, Mary. I'll see you very soon.
So I guess I actually do literally refer to it as the darkness. And now for some reason she's back where she was.
Great. I still don't know how to get out. Fuck!
We'll pause it here for a second. This is the next big part of the video. And all of a sudden she's in the house and there's a veil lady. And I just want to say props to the cinematography and the editing for that, because that is very clean. Very clean. I very much enjoyed that. Now we're down to the last 6.5 minutes of the video.
Did you miss me?
So I don't know if the veil lady was just like decided to just like run away from Mary like she did earlier or not. But
I can do this.
yeah. So Mary's got a flashlight and she is going down to confront the veil lady for some unknown reason. I still don't understand that. But yeah. This is the attic, I suppose. Mary. Oh, jeez. Hopefully that didn't scare you. It scared me a little bit, no, I'm already saying that.
Member of your pack of nasties decided to change sides.
It wasn't one of mine. You're too weak. You're too fat. You're too pathetic.
No! You're lying.
There's nobody out there for you.
You're wrong! I saw them! They were all saying my name. I know I'm not making it up.
And so this is where the veil lady being self-doubt or self-hate is where I feel like that's verified, I suppose, confirmed-ish. I know there's different theories for what the different characters mean and stuff, but to me that's my interpretation, and that's something I kind of love about this and ARGs in general, that a lot of it is up for interpretation. But yeah.
You're lying just like you're lying about everything else.
And the audio for this is
Enough!
different again.
Can you say anything else? You can't. All you do is ooze hatred. That's all there is to you. You just feed me lie after lie, and I fucking believed you.
And then basically Mary ends up attacking the veil lady, as you'll see. Yeah.
Get out of my house.
the sun. The darkness consumes the entire place. It feels kind of strange if Mary's meant to be like and it looks like maybe the garden was destroyed as well. For some reason, as quickly as the darkness comes, the darkness seems to go. You'll see it in the shots there, just fades away. I don't understand like the universe and why. Like I would have thought that when she attacked the Veil Lady that that the darkness were going away. She was setting up to it, but maybe like the Veil Lady was having like one last ditch effort and decided to cover the whole thing with darkness. It didn't work, and there was talk of a bomb actually, and maybe that's why it exploded and destroyed the garden and everything. But then we're left with this. This is Mary on the ground. And if you notice, the house looks a bit different. I don't know if we've actually seen this part of the house in the series so far. Maybe not from this angle. I don't know. Because there seems to be a whole bunch of furniture that wasn't there. Fair enough. She's walking, I think, upstairs. Deep breaths, Mary.
Hey,
I reckon that pebble's
look at this.
interesting. I think it might be a reference to the garden or the lake or something. But we have complete sunlight in the outside world, and that is the end of the video. Leaves us on a bit of a cliffhanger, but there is one more episode which I will react to. It'll be out this time next week, and it'll be the next video in the playlist if you are watching the playlist through. Hopefully this was kind of entertaining and interesting, and hopefully I skipped the, as I say, the less interesting parts, but the whole thing's interesting, and a lot of it, even though I missed out on a whole bunch of the darkness stuff, a lot of it as a puzzle, it needs it. So if you feel like you need more clarity, then just watch the video in the description, because it's the whole thing just as it was. You also may have noticed that I was playing it from my computer and it wasn't playing on YouTube, and that's purely because I downloaded the video. And the reason why I downloaded the video was because even before the first reaction was unusable, I was having a lot of trouble playing it and reacting to it through YouTube because I was having internet issues for some unknown reason. So I decided that I would download it instead, and then that way I wouldn't have to worry about that. But anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this to some extent. As I said, there'll be a link to this whole video, all 36 minutes of it, in the description uninterrupted, and a link to hiimmarymary's channel, and a link to my hiimmarymary playlist if you want to catch up on previous episodes, if this is your first maybe. How about we make a challenge and say if you've made it this far, comment hiimmarymary is my favourite ARG. Comment that, because then I know you've gotten to here. And if you have gotten to here, then I recommend you leave a like and you comment. Hi, I'm Mary. Mary's my favorite ARG, or something else, or 2 comments if you want. Helps with the algorithm, so does leaving a like. So just watching the video, giving watch time also helps, because then YouTube is like, oh, people are interested in this video, they've watched through. But I don't know how many of you will watch through or not. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll stop rambling now, and peace.